Hi, and welcome back to the Cheeky Crypto Podcast. My name's Chris, and it's fantastic to have you back with us for another podcast video. And in today's video, we're going to cover the biggest news in crypto. And yeah, look, there's lots going on, but we are going to start with something a little bit different and a little bit more fun and engaging. I have merged two prominent people within the crypto space together, their face, and I want you to guess who it is. I will reveal all at the end of the video, but do let me know in the comments below which two prominent people faces I've merged together. If you enjoy this sort of content, mash up the like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, tap in that bell, selecting all the notifications so you never miss a video. Right, let's get down to the desktop. Okay, so there we have it. Right, I've merged two people in the crypto space's face together, and this is what it comes out as. So look, I'm really interested to get your thoughts and opinions. Which two prominent crypto influencers, people in the space that this is, which two makes this face? Really interested to get your views and opinions. Let me know down in the comments, and I will reveal at the end of the video. But let's actually get into the actual nitty-gritty of it. At the time of recording, Bitcoin and the rest of the crypto market, the total market cap of crypto is down 1.66% at $1.15 trillion. Bitcoin at 27,495, and Nick has been releasing videos talking about where he expects the price to go. So that's the market as is. Now, it looks like the UK may have created a crypto banking problem. UK lobbying groups and lawmakers have been complaining that crypto clients can't find a bank and are facing, are faced with restrictions. So they are calling the government to act. And look, there's some rumors going around that the US are looking to get their allies on board with, the nonsense approach that the US has towards crypto. So it's going to be interesting to see whether the UK toes the US line or whether they're actually true to their word and looking to be a crypto hub. I think the UK is going to, do what they want to do and not sort of toe the line that the US want their allies to toe around regulations and banking and crypto. But let's be honest, there's a bit of a silent war. I've been talking about this for some time between the banks and fintech and blockchain companies. Look, traditional finance, traditional banking has not kept up with the times, and a lot of the people involved in it don't even know how the internet works and how crypto, blockchain technology and apps and all these wonderful things actually work, and are stuck in times that have gone by. So I think that the war is being won between the traditional banking sector and fintech and blockchain companies, and it's definitely fintech and blockchain companies that are winning that war. There's a real problem with liquidity when it comes to the traditional banking system. I think somebody put out a post that only a 2% bank run is enough to cause the whole thing to collapse. So that goes to show the lack of liquidity that is there with compared to the amount of actual money that has been deposited. So look, a bit of a Ponzi scheme is probably the best way to articulate it. And I think the UK are going to be pro crypto, and I think that and I guess my bold prediction from yesterday's members AMA, do check out Patreon, link is in the description, was that I expect and I predict that blockchain exchanges or crypto exchanges and various companies within the crypto space are going to look to purchase failing banks. I do think that is something that we are likely to see. The question is, will the US allow it, or will it be just banks outside of the US? Talking about liquidity, Bitcoin liquidity hits a 10-month low amid US banking crisis. Banking network collapse from earlier this month poses a significant risk to the health of the crypto market. Now, I do want to stay on banking because I have noticed in the UK that the withdrawal limits on cash machines has been significantly reduced by several banks, meaning that you used to be able to withdraw £500 sterling per day. That's now been halved to £250 per day. What I would also say is there are restrictions from the UK banks on being able to purchase cryptocurrency. NatWest, for example, have limited it to, I think, 2,000 a day, or 1,000 a day, but 4,000 a month, pounds sterling into crypto. Now, that might not impact, the everyday individual, but I do think that this is a bit like a child. They will push the boundaries. So they'll get away with this because it doesn't impact the majority. And, some other clients are going to just have to find other ways to work around it. People like myself who invest far more than that each month in cryptocurrency will have to find another way. Now, I think that restriction will be increased, I think. And when I say increased, I believe that if it's £1,000 a day now, soon it will be £500 a day, and it will be £2,000 a month. And then if that doesn't, kick up, if customers don't kick up a fuss about that, it will move to £250 per day and, £1,000 a month. And then people will start to kick up, and then they will be like, oh, okay, we won't, we'll increase it slightly to £1,200 a month. And then everybody will be happy. I do think that this is pushing the boundaries. This is because there is a lack of liquidity within the banking system. This, in my opinion, is because there is a war going on, and the traditional banking sector is losing to fintech. And I think these are all the signs that we are seeing right now. Personally, I think that the public should not stand for this. I have regularly highlighted the fact that if you go into your bank and try to withdraw, somewhat of a big withdrawal, the bank will ask you what's it for, and if you don't tell them, they won't get it for you. So look, I think we need to put a big microscope over the banking sector, the traditional one, and start asking some serious questions, and just make sure that you're not over the insured threshold. Again, lots of politicians and prominent people within the finance space telling you that it's completely fine and not to worry about bank withdrawals, and telling you the banks are fine. But actually, if you go do what I did and have a look at the amount of money that's deposited in these banks and how much money they could cover if everybody all the banks went under, they couldn't afford to pay everybody back. There isn't the money to do that, so they can't sit there and hand on heart say honestly the banks are safe, because that is just an outright lie. I'm not trying to scare anybody. I'm just trying to give people the facts of the matter. We've got Coinbase get SEC notice signaling intent to sue over crypto offering. So this is basically Coinbase going to the SEC about a product that they wish to list. The SEC basically come back not answering any of their questions, at least allegedly, according to what I've been told. And basically, with threats that they're going to sue Coinbase. But I have no concerns when it comes to Coinbase. This is all to do with their own coin, I believe. And they've basically been told they're going to be sued over it. So the SEC doing what the SEC does best, not giving clarity and threatening to basically sue anybody that wants to do anything positive in this space. Crypto shilling has a gender equality problem. I see these things, and it is a bugbear of mine. Everybody is looking to say that there is a class problem, a race problem, a gender problem. I don't really see, this sort of article as helpful in any way, shape, or form. I think the real problem is there's a lack of females in the crypto space, and I think when we started this channel, we had about 0.5% female to male ratio, which is crazy when you think about it. But actually, we've seen a huge increase in female participants in the crypto space. be that from somebody that's an investor just getting into the space. We've seen a big spike in female participation in cryptocurrency. We've also seen more female influencers, but to say that there's a shilling gender equality problem, I think is just ridiculous. I don't really see that as being the case. I think it's just a case, and typical that this has been a space that predominantly has been a go-to place for male participation. But I think it's fantastic that we're seeing more females come into the space. But look, let's be really clear here. I don't think this is like anybody saying you can't do it. Anybody can set up a YouTube channel. Anybody can go do an influencer spaces on Twitter or YouTube or Twitch or any of these other platforms. Nobody is there saying no females allowed. So, look, I just think this is just utter nonsense. But let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. I think, we've gone from 0.5% participation from the analytics I see on my channel to about 9% female participation compared to male. So I think that this is not an equality problem. I think this is really just, maybe females are just not interested in crypto as much, and maybe they are, and they just don't fancy setting up their own YouTube channels and all that wonderful stuff. But I don't think that this is anybody sort of like closing a door. And look, I've been encouraged by the signs that I've seen over the last 12 months. But let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. Interested to know. Bankrupt crypto lender BlockFi given the green light to sell $4.7 million worth of mining rigs. So rather interesting. Again, I'm going to link these in the Discord for you to read through at your leisure. Something that I have been scratching my head over. The Three Arrows Capital founders talk about their new crypto bankruptcy exchange. Look, I scratch my head purely on the basis that these guys failed. And don't get me wrong, people can fail with businesses and all that sort of stuff. But, they failed through poor risk management and overexposure. And people have still given them money and investing in them for, their next project. It's almost like there's no consequence for some of these individuals. And I think that's just fundamentally wrong. But it's got to that time of the video where we highlight the two individuals that I've put together and morphed together. So, did you get it right? Let us know after, the big reveal. And here we go. It's Gary Gensler and BitBoy Ben Armstrong. So there we go. Let me know if you managed to get that right in the description of the video. I just thought it was a little bit of fun. To be honest, we did it in the Discord yesterday and they got it within like a matter of minutes. I was really, really surprised. So well done to those individuals. I hope you enjoyed today's podcast. If you did, mash up the like button. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Tapping that bell, selecting all the notifications so you never miss a video. And I will catch you in the next one. Take care.